coffee. Wednesday, 8th of April, just in case the days are running into one. I just want a quick reference point of where we're at. Just pushing this coffee plunger down. It's a big old cafetiere. Seem to have got quite loaded up today. Don't know how that happened. A bit aggressive with the scooping, I think. Good morning, huh?
Good morning.
It's not the first time we've said good morning. This is not straight down from upstairs jobby today. We've been sat in the lounge with the sun coming in.
Sorry, I'm breaking things.
The stands.
Close.
It's just because it's a super cheap stand. That legs are pretty much the beginning of when I got it. Yeah, we've had some music on. Hannah's been stretching. I've been reading, doing a bit of writing. Just things that are helpful to start the day. And it ramps up pretty quick because then at 8 o'clock I'll do a workout and the kids will be about and it can be a bit crazy, but definitely learning to value a quieter start and end to the day. You can't switch on and switch off. I'm realising I'm not like a plug. Although I guess that's kind of
Might be quite nice. I could get a remote control.
That's quite. I've never seen that film fully, but it's a funny concept, isn't it? Jim Carrey, he's got a remote control. Can control. Is it Jim Carrey? Yeah. Is it?
Adam Sandler.
Maybe.
One
One of them too. A
Click.
comedy film. Click. That's it. Yeah.
I've
never seen
seen
it. Was it Disney? Is it on Disney?
I don't know.
Can we see it now? I don't know.
We can. I don't know that I'm gonna.
Yeah. But I think actually that's kind of how we run our lives when we're busy. I know for me, it's always been kind of recently with working, kind of look at the time I need to be doing something and try and sleep until the last possible moment, the last possible time where I can reasonably then get up and get ready to do the thing. Do you see what I mean? Does that make sense? So say I was at the gym at 6:30, kind of get away.
$6:15.
Yeah, not that close. Always have to give myself half an hour because, and that's probably this is another thing that I need to that I'm looking at changing is have to have a coffee to get up and do whatever, and rather than enjoying drinking coffee for the fact that I like the taste of it, I'm in a place of needing it. And way back when I was in restaurant management and going through a bit of a tough time, and it was long hours and things. Long hours. I was doing
Red Bull.
four cans of Red Bull on the way to work. So I'd just go from my dad.
Oh my goodness, revelation.
I was living at my dad's house at the time.
Days, that's horrendous.
Living at my dad's house at the time. I'd get up.
4 cans of Red Bull on the way to work.
Yeah, stop at
Oh my days,
Tesco.
that's poison.
Stop at Tesco, which was actually the Esso garage, right by the school where I went to school growing up.
This is the father of my children, people.
And then either a Costa coffee from there and 1 Red Bull or just straight Red Bull, and then wonder why by about midday my stomach was not very, very healthy. And actually when I got myself off that and brought exercise back in, at that point in my life I'd stopped exercising, so I took in early to mid-20s, and as I basically reduced the chaos of caffeine and running around like a lunatic.
Chaos of caffeine.
Chaos of caffeine.
Good.
I came back down to a level, got training back in my life. I wasn't even like sleeping anymore or anything. Just actually a lot of things in my life were just of better quality and substance, and things started to settle down a bit. And I was able to do a good job there, which ultimately I left and came up to Bradford. And probably in a sense actually repeated the process, just in a different environment, of getting a bit crazy and then settling down into it. And I think there's a couple of things there. Obviously, changing your routine does create a bit of chaos, and it's kind of how good we are at adapting back to the new normal, which is what we're all doing at the moment. There's nothing.
Sorry, that's coffee going down the wrong hole, not Corona. Okay.
We're all adapting to a new normal. I had an email yesterday from someone who'd got in touch to be interested about one of my programs that I'm running at the moment, and she thought that she was going to be on furlough, off work, extended leave, and then being called back into work, and was actually now even busier. And she used the phrase, "I hope you're adjusting well to the new normal," and I think that's what we're all doing. That's what we're all doing. I think that was a really nice way of putting it, just in the how she'd written the whole email. It was only quite short, but just saying that, I hope you're adjusting well to the new normal. And it's finding that balance, which Hannah's always told me to find some balance.
We're very different in that way, aren't we?
Well, I think we're just starting to see the first shoots of a nice, different way of doing life.
So I would have always gotten up like an hour before everybody else. Just so that I can't now because he's around, but just so that I could have an hour of peace and start my day in a positive way, helped me cope with the rest of the day. No, but I think the thing is though, like with all of this adjusting, and whether that's now or whether that's at any point because you've got a new job or you've moved house or you're in a new relationship or whatever it is. It's actually just about giving yourself some grace. And we're all going to adjust in a different way. We're all going to feel everything in a really different way.
Yeah, totally.
And that's okay.
And I can't remember which book it's in. It's kind of in one of the famous kind of management leadership type books. It might even be in 7 Habits by Stephen Covey. It's one of the ones I definitely studied when I was at TLG doing their kind of leadership track. And it basically, as you go into something new, there is like a natural excitement. So your kind of perception of how you're doing and how life is kind of goes up. Then the reality kind of sits in and you're trying to work out how this all new now fits into your life. And then actually there's a period where you actually feel like you can't either do the job or there's points of tension in the relationship, because if it's a new relationship you're finding out about each other. If you've had a baby, it's very quickly goes from wow, we've got this baby into well, this is hard, we're not sleeping, and all it does is cry. And then you kind of hit the bottom of the curve and then come back up to a level which is not as high as the initial peak. So it's kind of like down, up, and then into like kind of balance. Level. Yeah, and that's finding that new balance with that situation. And that's what we're all kind of aiming at now. And hopefully...
Where are you at in the curve?
Where I'm at in the curve, I definitely bottomed out, and I'm definitely coming back up, and it's just trying to set that new normal. Morning Jay, morning Eric, how you doing guys? Boys from the gym. It's definitely trying to find that balance. And a lot of our conversations over the years, over 14 years now, have been about... Hey bud. Dog trying to get in the middle. Have been about the peaks and the troughs, and that being consistent and never getting to that balance line that works well for us.
Yeah.
I've selfishly done it and made a balance line that works well for me. So I might well have pushed out something else, as in Hannah, or pushed out time with the kids, or pushed out resting so I'm actually a nice person. All those things, and I think in my business now, that curve type of mentality would come in with someone starting a new training program. Someone starting January mentality, or changing the program of you're super excited, I'm going to do all the things, I'm going to do 5 workouts a week, I'm going to do the nutrition plan that my trainer's given me and encouraging me to do, and then it kicks in. Actually, that means
no cake.
No cake, and there's never no cake. But that the reality kicks in, and you've got to balance that against kind of normal life, and saying you were going to go to the gym at 6 p.m. every day, Monday to Friday, when actually you'd rather go on Friday to see your family or see your mates or whatever. That reality kicks in, and you have to find that new norm, that new balance, which is why when I start with someone, I always ask what can you actually commit to? Don't be don't
not
be
what
crazy.
you want to commit to.
Yeah, not what you want to
actually
commit to. And I've had people start this week on my new programme, and we've messaged back and forth and been in contact about actually, although I've got all these different workout options available, what's the best amount for me? Because if I've got people starting exercise almost from scratch, then doing 7 workouts that I've got available, and then doing boot camp on Saturday for 8, and then having 2 available on Wednesday, that's not realistic to do 9 workouts a week just because I've got them there. It's what that's actually going to look like. Is it going to look like 3-4 times a week? Is it going to look like 3 kind of higher intensity workouts, and then doing my stretch workouts and things like that around them? Yes, it probably is, and it's finding that new balance. And I think if we can support each other now to a new balance in the situation we find ourselves in, that's going to be really beneficial physically, mentally, for our well-being, for our families, for those people that are still working, to be able to do your job really well and bring your stress levels down. Because I think I touched on it a little bit last week, was actually for the people that still got to go to work, that's quite stressful in the sense of it's risk. It's a risk, and you know, even the people in Aldi, you know, people serving you in Aldi, they've got to stand there. They can't go and stand 2 meters away from you.
I feel for them so badly. I was in a store the other day, and they were closing, and they were being really polite, and they'd put really good measures in place to protect people and to make things ordered, and they're just doing their jobs, man. And some of them just got it as like a part-time weekend job in B&M. Do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't necessarily a career choice.
No.
And now they're working their backsides off, having to go home and go through some kind of decontamination process and try and protect themselves. And then you've got selfish so-and-sos coming into the store as it's closing and having a go at the workers because they're closing the store, because what they're trying to do is follow protocol and keep everyone safe. And you just think, like, man, you poor people.
And I've noticed that a little bit, and it's probably a little bit sad that when I've been to Morrison's or Sainsbury's or Aldi,
a range of stores,
you know, we're very blessed around here
stores.
to have, you know, few other guys that live around Eccleshill, Idle. We've got everything. We can go to wherever we want.
We never need to leave.
We can go to Asda local if Sainsbury's looks busy. You know, with all these things. And actually, it's a little bit sad that if you are polite and pleasant and friendly to the people working there, and not kind of suspicious and thinking, well, you've been here 8 hours, who's coughed on you? They're almost surprised, which is a little bit sad. And I know there's definitely this fear, and there's please stay 2 meters away from me and go on the other side of the aisle. But if we take all those precautions, we can still smile, we can still be nice.
The flip side of that is, though, I was in the queue at Aldi yesterday when you're queuing outside down to get in, and everybody was being really good at staying away from each other and stuff. And two guys at separate points asked the person next to them, one of them being me, but the other person wasn't me.
Cracking on with this guy.
If they could leave their trolley in place because they'd forgotten something from their car, so they could hold their place in the queue. Cool. And like one of them went to get some disposable gloves from his car, the other guy had forgotten, I don't know what, but and people were being really supportive of each other. A lady had come and not realised how big the queue was, and she had to go and pick her kids up from school or wherever they were, I don't know where they were, but she had to pick them up, and hadn't wanted to bring them into the shop. So people were like, oh, it's okay, you can go in front of me, don't worry. And I think that's the thing to remember, isn't it, is whether we focus on all the negativity and we focus on the people that are being unhelpful, let's say, or the people that are really trying to do something.
Yeah, it's inconvenient that you've got a queue, but at least the weather's been great, and generally,
at least we're not doing it and peeing down rain.
If we kind of get over our what in one sense Britishness and our that suspicion and fear of that person next to you, are they infected? If you're 2 meters away from them, you're all right. Then you have a chat, you know, make a friend in the queue. If you initiate it, you're probably going to be thought was a bit weird, but after 30 seconds to a minute, it'd probably be.
People think you're weird all the time, love you.
Exactly. I mean, we've probably toned it down actually for our usual shopping banter. It's not Hannah's favourite thing, so we're trying to make it a little bit light-hearted, and we've been doing it separately, haven't we? As in going to Aldi and B&M, Aldi and Home Bargain, sorry, get the right combination there, and going in separate queues and doing separate bits. But then other times we've done it together. But
people think we're like a comedy duo.
Yeah, whereas
you do like people, Craig. Don't lie.
We like you, and you like us.
You love
so,
people.
You know, that's
you just
it.
pretend.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Bailey's not your only friend. I mean, clearly he's your best friend. But yeah, and I think I don't like the word nice, but actually being nice and positive and acknowledging there's other people around just by saying hello, it's gonna. You don't know what's gone on in their day in the last couple of weeks. Is that just that smile, that positivity is going to help them with their day.
Yeah.
And that situation of having to queue for the shops.
Yeah.
So yeah, we know you like women, Craig.
Balance and kindness.
Balance and kindness. That's two very good words for today.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's like Sesame Street.
Word
of the day.
Yeah, but they used to spell it out. Can you spell?
BALANCE.
Cool. I'll do kindness. KINDNESS. Just
he wasn't sure.
I'm just sure. You know, my brain works so fast, I'll end up saying it wrong. Yes, Craig, with big shopping bags, that's right. To bring you all the food. I know. Good stuff. Anyway, that's good banter. Before we go off, I just talked about 14 years, just over 14 years of being together. We've not been married 14 years. We've been married 14 years in July 29th. Good. And then, but it's our good friends Ben and Tracy's wedding anniversary today. 14 years.
Aww, Ben and Tracy.
Ben and Tracy. They now live in Australia. Ben is from the northeast, and they are just an amazing couple, and still are really good friends to us. And their kids are wicked. Get on well with our kids from afar, and we love you guys.
Happy anniversary.
So, have a great day. Comments, messages, we're here to help, and we're just always asking, always offering whatever we can do. Please give us a shout. So have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine.
Yeah.
And have a good one.